Morning, y'all. Rob the American here, and welcome to Tales of Manchester and of Watches. It's weather in Manchester has gotten so great, y'all. It's today, Alexa said it's going to be 66 degrees Fahrenheit today, which is, let's see, subtract 30, 36 divided by 2, 18 degrees Celsius, y'all. Awesome. Now, the reason for the video today, this is something that I hadn't planned on. Yesterday, I made the rounds of my usual watch places in St. Anne Square, and I went into the Tudor Boutique, like I always do, chat, say hi to everybody, see if they had anything in the store. And unfortunately, they didn't. I was asking about the new pink dial GMT. That was a no. I was asking about the new Black Bay 58 red and black bezel that was announced at Watches and Wonders. That was a no. And I asked for the new Pelagos FXD Chrono cycling edition that was just announced, and of course that was a no too. So we were sitting there chatting and talking and all, and just catching up and everything, and a delivery guy comes in with a small box, and one of the folks takes it to the back. So anyway, we carried on talking, not thinking of anything. And she comes back out, guess what, in her hand? The new Pelagos FXD Cycling Edition. And so I was like the first to actually have human hands on that watch. So what I thought we would do today is I had a good look at it and give you my thoughts and share some pictures and stuff. So I'm gonna find some place to get something to drink and have a seat, and then we'll have a chat. All right, let's do this. All right, y'all, we are in some place we've never been before. I am sitting in the Circle Square complex, which is, it's not officially part of University of Manchester, but it's on Oxford Road. Y'all have a look. So we are surrounded by these mostly brand new tall buildings. I think it's some student residence. There's restaurants, bars, look. There you go. And we're sitting on these raised kind of sections. I don't know if they're doing concerts here or what, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's so nice outside. The only negative thing is I can't get something to drink. I should have probably gotten a Coke, a Diet Pepsi on the way over. In fact, I'm gonna go get a Diet Pepsi and come back. All right, y'all, we made a move. I got my Diet Pepsi. All right. And we're still in the Circle Square complex, but I found a table. I thought that might be easier to have a chat with y'all than sitting up on that hill thing. So we're gonna give it a go and hope for the best. All right, so let me get. You'll hear noise. We're just off of traffic noise. We're just off of Oxford Road. Ooh, that's good. That hit the spot. Why don't we do a wrist check before we get started? Today I'm wearing my always good to go Air King. Now you may have noticed if you've been watching my videos, last time y'all saw it, it was on the rubber B strap, but I went and had the original stainless strap put back on it. But my Air King is not the reason y'all are with me today. It's about the new Tudor Pelagos FXD Chrono cycling edition, and it's worth the wait, y'all. It is worth the wait. Now, what's interesting to me is that Tudor did not release it at Watches and Wonders, which is a few weeks ago. I'm assuming that they waited to release it now, and that's because as we speak, now y'all are going to have to pardon my terrible Italian pronunciation, but it's the Giro d'Italia bike race, which is the comparable, I guess, to the Tour de France that's going on right now. And for the first time, Tudor actually has a cycling club that is participating in the race. And I'm guessing that that's why they waited till now to release this model. And y'all, look at this watch, man. It is awesome. As soon as I put it on my wrist yesterday, I fell in love. Now, to be fair, there's not too many watches that I don't fall in love with, but now Tudor has quite a few, at this point, different versions of the Pelagos, which I've always been fans of. The FXD, big fan of that. And then last year they came out with the Red Bull edition, which I really liked. And although there are many similarities with the other editions, this one has its own look. Now have a look at this, y'all. Wow. So it's a black matte carbon case with the team colors, a black and red color scheme. The red accents are a tachymeter. Now we've spoken about a tachymeter before on my channel because when I had that very cool Timex Indiglo, it had a built-in tachymeter. But this one is different because most tachymeters measures speed over a certain distance. And so most tachymeters would be miles per hour in terms of 4 wheels in a car. But on this one, it's specifically designed to measure 2 wheels instead of 4 wheels. So cyclists, to tell cyclists how fast they are going. The case is 43 millimeters and the thickness is 13.2 millimeters. And on paper, that would be way too big for me. You know, y'all know it's just over 6.5 inch wrist, and my sweet spot is, as I've said many times, is kind of 38 to 40. So at 43, you would think this would be way too big, but the way it is built, it really molds to the wrist very well. And because it's that composite black carbon, it's very light. So it does not feel oppressive on the wrist. I was surprised by that in the best sort of way. And as in all the other FXDs, it has fixed lugs that you loop the strap in. The difference between this one and the Red Bull version has a Velcro strap, whereas this version has a pin buckle with a black fabric strap, which I think looks really good. Now, compared to the Red Bull edition, I find the cycling edition much more appealing. Look at the two next to each other, and I think there's 2 reasons for that in my mind. The bezel on the Red Bull edition, look how much thicker that is. It's almost oppressive compared to the sleekness of the new cycling edition. I find it a bit dated looking, and a very odd color scheme where you have the blue dial with that black bezel. To me, it doesn't quite work, although I do like the red accents. Whereas on the cycling edition, it's much more modern looking. I think it with the black and red, it works all the way around. So if you're looking for a really refined, fun sports watch, I think you definitely should check out the Tudor Pelagos Chrono Cycling Edition. I think it's a winner. Now, the one caveat I will say is price. Now, I don't think the price is out of line, but I'm sure most of y'all know that Tudor is owned by Rolex. It's their kind of lower price point brand, although not lower quality. And as the prices of Rolexes keep going higher and higher, so they're dragging Tudor watches prices up also, and that's too bad because it was always a relatively affordable brand. So this watch sells for 4,250 pounds, or let me get this right, 5,275 US dollars. Now, also don't forget, y'all, that the price you pay is the price in pounds because the VAT's included, whereas on dollars you have to add sales tax, which also adds an extra chunk to it. But either way, I think it's definitely one to check out. All right, y'all, that's it for me today. I've got to thank the really good folks over at Tudor Boutique in St. Anne's Square in Manchester City Centre. So if you find yourself in Manchester, definitely go by, check out the whole Tudor lineup. All the folks that work there are true watch people. They know what they're talking about, and they'll take really good care of you. And be sure and tell them that Rob the American sent you. And join me next time for some more watch talk. Y'all be well.